I just love cats. How you guys doing? Look at this crazy thing I got for Christmas from my my family. He'll shut up any moment now. That's what we used to give our kids to entertain them when they were really young, is some crazy looking hobo doll that's head bounces around. I'm glad technology's moved forward as it has. Alright, well, this first question comes from Joey Benassi. He asks, actually he's got a couple of questions here. First of all, what is my opinion of rap music? I always thought it would be cool to know a metal musician's thoughts about it. Well, my thoughts about it won't necessarily be the same as somebody else, but all music, I like it if I like the individual song. So I don't necessarily just like an entire genre of music. You know, I can pick out one song I like of almost every genre of music. So rap music fits into the same area. You know, I was really into Cypress Hill for a long time, and you know, I haven't been a huge rap fan by any means. You know, I did a little bit of it myself, but rap music's like all the rest of the music. It's music. It's artists expressing themselves, and sometimes something pops up that I really like, and it doesn't matter what style it is. I don't like all metal songs that I hear. So you know, that's kind of it. I just take them song by song. Also, do you have any advice on how to make music that blends genres, kind of like the Do Nothing Bitch Slap song, like blending punk and jazz and metal and reggae? Because I think that would be really cool. Yeah, just take your time and do it well. You know, if it sounds good to you, ask a lot of opinions from people around you when you're putting it together. Know your music theory and be very, very creative. See what comes up. I mean, not everything's going to work. Not everything won't work. So give her a try. Then what was that bug in the background of one of your last videos, and why was it there? Because it creeped me out. I don't know what you're talking about. Thanks, Joey. All right, next one here. A couple of them from the Wodenator, 1996. This person says, "Is it true you cut yourself on stage?" Yes. And is it true your last show with Slipknot was actually with Corey? Yeah, my last two shows were with Corey, and so thank you, Wodenator. All right, this one is from Niles Peters. A few weeks ago, I asked you some questions about lyrics and writing styles, but now, the last few months, I'm thinking about getting a tattoo. I was wondering, did you ever have any regrets or doubts about your tattoos, or was it something that you were destined to get? I don't regret any of my tattoos. At least one of them I regret how I had it done. The one on my back was completely, it was just destroyed by the guy who did it, and I'm not going to say his name. Enough of you probably have already heard it, but it wasn't good, and it still isn't good. Luckily, John Hintz, my guitar player here in Painface, is a phenomenal tattoo artist. So I made, he actually 10, 11 years ago worked on fixing up one of the panels on my back, and did a pretty good job, but then I didn't see him again for 10 more years. So now he's back in the band. I might have to see if he can fix up the rest of it, because it's been, I'm just glad it's on my back so I can't see it every day. Everything else, you know, I just have touch-ups I need to do. This has been on me for 12 years now, and it's still doing really good. That's Mike Garcia at Boulevard Ink out in Ankeny, and you know, that was all freehand done, and then my tribal wolf. That was actually done. How do I get that? Oh, right there. It was kind of done by a couple different people. Jerry Sparger, the guitar player from Painface and originator of that band, he outlined it and tattooed the outline on, and then my buddy Frank Plumley at Union Station West here in Des Moines colored it in, and that's that. So if I had more time, I would have so many more spots of ink all over me, but I haven't really had so much time lately, but I've got the itch. I'm gonna have to start getting some more ink somewhere. It's always hard to decide, do I want to spend this time having something fixed up and touched up that I've already got, or do I want something new? It's a tough one. So anyway, if you're going to get some tattoo work done, just make sure you really believe in what you're getting put on. That's very important. So I don't regret anything I have on me right now. All right, this is going to be my last question for this one. We're going to make this a shorty. This one comes from Susie from Germany, and she asks, what was the reason for me to start making music, and what are my biggest musical influences? And do I listen to other types of music or just metal? Yeah, I listen to all varieties of music. I like performing metal more than I like performing other styles, just because, oh man, it's just intense. It's fun. But I like listening to all sorts of stuff. My influences to get started, I kind of answered this a little bit on the last one. My Aunt Kelly got me started in music, and my dad's always been musically inclined. My dad was always fiddling around on his Les Paul or playing around on his keyboards down in the basement when I was a kid, so I always had music around me. And but what really got me into wanting to be part of making music was my Aunt Kelly, on just watching her play drums. Thought it was awesome. You know, she was kind of my role model back then, my little idol that I'd see a couple times a year. Beyond that, my influences have been just everything. You know, if you could take a peek inside my mind, you'd understand what I mean. But everything revolves around music for me in one way, shape, or form, and has for a long, long time. With that, and thank you very much, Susie. I don't really have a whole lot more to say on that particular topic. I've got more questions I'm going to be doing here for another episode soon, and I want you guys to keep sending me questions, no matter what it is. Sometimes I get repeats, and sometimes I will repeat answers, but anything you have a question on, let's get them in here, and I'm going to spend the week getting prepared for Painface's first show back, which will be this coming Friday. Yeah, if you can make it to this show, if you are anywhere nearby, you got to make it to this show. It's going to be pretty intense. So I know Captain John's got a lot of guys coming in, so it's going to be a blast. I'm going to see some just really angry pounding of guitar strings, and just everything's going to be nuts. So anyway, that will be this Friday, January 27th, here in Des Moines at the Vaudeville Muse. So until then, Anders out.